Let me start with a question. How many of you guys have ever stayed awake at night, replaying the same situation in your mind? Maybe a conversation you had earlier, maybe a decision you need to make, or maybe small mistakes that no one else has probably noticed. That cycle, that endless loop of thought, is what we call overthinking. Yes, overthinking is more than just thinking a lot. It is when our thought move in circles without giving us any real solutions. Many people confusing it with being careful or being responsible, but there's a clear difference. Careful thinking leads us to a decisions, overthinking delays it. Careful thinking creates clarity, overthinking creates doubt. Psychologists link it with stress, anxiety, and even decrease of a performance. About 7 in 10 young adults report ever experiencing it irregularly. Think about that means in practice. A simple task like writing a short email can turn into a 30 minutes of writing, editing, and second guessing. The result is no better communication. It is a loss of time and added stress. Well, last week I spent 40 minutes choosing a shirt before class. Eventually, I set a 10-minute timer, picked one, and then move on. Decisions made, stress gone. These small examples show how easily overthinking can waste our time and energy of on things that not really matter. The impact of overthinking is visible in many ways of life. In academic, for the example, student who prepares by practicing questions usually performs better than those who spend their night with overthinking and thinking about failure. In workplace, leaders who take timely decisions are often more effective than those who overanalyze until the opportunity passes. In personal life, think. Overthinking even affects a relationship. A single unanswered text can turn into a long chain of assumption, most of which are not true. You guys probably ever experiencing it. So the important question is, how can we manage it? The first step is awareness. We need to recognize when our thoughts are no longer helpful. The second is setting limits. Give ourselves a clear time to frame, to think about something, then make a decision. Without boundaries, our thought will run endlessly. And the third is shifting focus. Moving from thoughts to action, whether by writing things down, doing physical activities, or simply starting a task often bring more clarity than hours of mental debate. Even in professional studies, this pattern is proven. The Harvard, the Harvard Business Review noted that a leader who worked within deadlines for decision making were more effective than those who had unlimited time to reflect. In other words, clarity is more likely to appear than action is taken, not when thoughts are repeated. Now, overthinking, then it's not a sign of intelligence or a responsibility. It is a habit of mind that can quietly take away our time, our peace, and even our confidence. But it is not impossible to control it. By recognizing it, by setting boundaries, and by choosing action, we can guide our thought to work for us rather than against us. So the next time you find yourself replaying the same situation, the same thought again and again and again, just pause and ask, is this help me move forward or this is holding me back? Well, folks, remember, think clearly, not endlessly. Set a time, 10 minutes decision limit tonight. Thank you very much. Have a good night.